Okay, boys and girls, first thing we are going to do is we need to make this one piece of paper turn into 4 pieces of paper. So we are going to cut right on this crayon line that we made a long time ago. And then cut on the next crayon line. And cut on the next crayon line. Alright, now we have how many pieces of paper? 4 pieces of paper. Very good. Take our blue piece of paper and we are going to take this one and we're going to set it aside because our blue piece of paper, we're not going to cut that one at all. We're going to leave this one just the way it is, so we're going to move it to the side so that way we don't do anything to it. Next, we're going to need to get our orange piece of paper. Our orange piece of paper, we're going to cut it out to make it like a sun. So to do that, we're going to need a circle tracer. 1 red circle tracer. Or your circle tracer might be a little different, but it'll still be a circle. With our circle tracer, we're going to need a pencil, and we are going to trace the tracer to make the best circle that we can. Now we have a circle, an orange circle. Now that we have our orange circle, we're going to use our scissors to cut right on that pencil line. You know how sometimes in your class your teacher will give you a paper that has a dotted line and she wants you to cut on the dotted line? Well, we're going to pretend like this line that we just made is our dotted line, and we're going to cut right on that line, just like I'm about to do right now. So you cut in from the side, and then you turn your scissors and start cutting right on top. I'm not cutting next to it. I'm trying my best, and I'm taking my time, and I am cutting this circle out. Sometimes it's hard to cut circles, but that's okay. We're always getting better and better at it every time we practice doing it. I'm better at it this time than I was the last time I did it. All right, now we have our sun, and we're all done with this paper, so we can put it to the side, so that because we don't need it anymore. Or you could even put it in the trash bucket at your table. Now we're going to take our sun and we're going to glue it at the top of our blue paper, because the blue is like our sky and the orange circle is like our sun. So we're going to glue it on the top part of our blue paper. Glue things, we'll either use glue sticks or we will use glue cups. It's a little cup full of white liquid glue. With this glue, we're going to take a yellow paintbrush and we're going to paint the glue to make it stick. I know, we're going to paint with glue. Isn't that crazy? So, should I paint with the glue on this side of the orange? Will that make it stick? No, I should probably flip my sun over and paint the back, and that'll make it stick. So I'm going to take a little dip and I'm going to put the glue around the outside of my sun. Here's a trick. if you take your glue and you put it on the edges, around the outside of whatever you're trying to glue, it will stay stuck a lot better. See, I didn't even put any glue on the middle because I didn't need to. I just put the glue on the outside edges. And I can put my brush right here because I don't need it right now. Then I can put my sun right here. And here's a trick. If you want stuff to get stuck really well, take your paper, flip it over, and give it a nice back rub. And that'll help the glue really get in place. Now my sun is nice and stuck down. My purple paper. With our purple paper, we are going to make mountains. I know, mountains. So mountains, what shape would you say that mountains are? Triangles? Yeah, I'd say that mountains are kind of like triangles. So what we're going to do is we're going to, and you can even practice with your finger first before we use our scissors. You can practice with your finger. So you'll need to put your scissors down and use your pointer finger, and we're going to practice making a zigzag line. We're going to cut down, up, down, up, down. Let's practice that again with our finger. Our scissors are down, and we're going to practice with our finger. We're going to start at this corner, and we're going to cut down, up, down, up, down. All right, I think we're ready to start that with our scissors. So we're going to start at this corner. Sometimes it's easier if you flip your paper over and start at the bottom. But if you want to start at the top, you can. But I'm going to start at the bottom just because that's easier for my hands to do. So I'm going to start down here, and I'm going to cut triangle shapes. I'm going to cut, and then I'm going to stop. I don't want to cut all the way down because then I won't have any room. I'm just going to cut a triangle. And now I have a triangle. It might be kind of hard, but just take your time and be patient, and it will work for you. And then, so if I have my mountains, this is what my mountains are going to be. This is the scrap paper. We don't need this. So we can put this in our scrap bucket too. Now, does this look like mountains yet? If I had it on my paper like this, does it look like mountains yet, or do I look finished? No, I think I need one more mountain. So I think I will make one line down. So I'm going to go back to my paper, and I'm going to cut one more angle. With the mountains, we use diagonal lines. Now we're going to take this, and we're going to glue it down to our paper. So what we want to make sure that we do, do you see how I took this corner right here and I matched it up to this corner right here? So I'm going to try and match it up real nice so the corners are right on top of each other. Then I'm going to take this corner and put it right on top of the other corner. Alright, so I'm going to try and glue it down just like that. So if I'm going to glue, I need my gluey brush and my glue cup. So should I put glue on the front of my mountains? No. So I'm going to flip my mountains over. And do I need to scribble glue all over the place? No, you're right. I don't need to scribble glue all over the place. I need to put glue just where? In the middle? No, on the edges. On the outside edge. And like I said, you can even use your finger to practice where you're going to put the glue. Right on the edges. All the way around on all the edges. So I'm going to get some glue, and I'm going to put the glue down on the edges. Almost there. All right, the edges are done. I can put my brush down, and I can take this and carefully flip it over. And remember what I said about wanting to match up the corners? So I'm going to take my mountain paper, and I'm going to see if I can put this corner on top of the blue paper's corner. And then I'm going to hold it right there. Then I'm going to take the other corner right here, and I'm going to put it on top of the blue paper's corner. And I don't want to hit it because my mountain never did anything to me. I want to be nice to it. So I'm just going to rub it real gently, and then you can even flip it over and give it a nice back rub. Now we have our sky, our sun, and our mountains. But we still have a green paper. With our green paper, we're going to make grass at the bottom of our mountain. What we can do, we can make a straight line across the middle, or we can make a wavy line. Why don't you practice with your finger which line you want to do? If you want to make a straight line, practice making a straight line with your finger. If you want to make a wavy line, practice making a wavy line with your finger. I like doing wavy lines because I think it looks like hills. So I think I'll do both just so you can see what it looks like. So I'm going to take my scissors. Actually, first I want to find the middle. This is a trick that I like to do to help me find the middle. I put one finger here, and I put one finger here, and I slide my fingers together, and when my fingers touch, that lets me know that that's the middle. So in the middle of your paper, we are going to use our scissors, and we're going to cut. And do you see how I'm turning my wrist to make the scissors move? So mine is kind of, and then we only need one of these. We don't need both. So I'm going to take one, I'm going to put it in the trash bucket. Now this is the one I like. See how it's a little bit wavy, but then it's straight. So you can either have yours be straight or a wavy. So now I'm going to take this and I'm going to glue it down right here so that I have a nice pretty field of grass. I have mountains that are far away, and I have a sun that's even farther away. So to glue this down, I need my glue brush. And should I put the glue on the front? No, because that doesn't make sense. I flip it over, put the glue on the back. So I got my glue cup. And do I put it right in the middle? No, on the edge. Alrighty, I'm done with my brush. I can put it over here. When I pick up my paper, I'm going to match up those corners again. So, should I put it down like this? No, why not? Oh, because it's upside down. You're right. So I need to flip it over. And do I just put it like right here? No, I need to scooch it down some. Right. So I need to look at this corner right here. Look at this corner. I need to match it up with the other corners. And then I'm going to take this corner. I'm going to match it up with this corner. Then I don't hit it because it didn't do anything to me. It never hurt me, so I shouldn't hurt it. I'm going to smooth it out. Then I'm going to flip it over and give it a nice back rub. A gentle back rub. Ooh, paper likey. Nice gentle back rub. Now it all sticks. And look, now we have a landscape. A landscape is a picture of land. What a beautiful landscape. It has a field of grass, mountains, sky, and a big old sun. I think our landscapes look really nice. But don't forget, now we have to put our name on the back again because we've cut ours out and put it all back together again. Our name might not be right here. So you're going to need to get a pencil or a crayon and write your name. Name. All right, I am sure these look really awesome, boys and girls.